Hi everybody, it's Julie, and I have another embellishment idea for our Spring Blossom Embellishment series. Because we are using the digital kit, Spring Blossom digital kit that includes these embroidery images. So we have the basket and the heart, and then there's another image that is just the top of the basket. I thought that it would be kind of fun to go ahead and actually embellish with embroidery. So in your Spring Blossom kit, you got this little tiny tag, and just in case it didn't work, I tried it on this because I only had tags like this for the actual kits. So in mine, it's going to have the tag that's like this. So we'll go ahead and show you. Grab another tag. Okay, so I have another one of these tags because this goes in the kits that are for sale. I've gone ahead and I'm using some of this crochet thread. It is, it did come in your kit. If you chose to make the tassel, you might not have any of this left. But if you didn't make the tassel yet, you have this. Or you can just use embroidery floss. And what I did is I went ahead and made a flower. So by piercing through, and you can pierce this ahead of time, which would probably be way easier. Like you do your 3, 4, 5. I ended up with 6 because I didn't pierce it ahead of time. 1. And you can see where your needle is just starting to come through. And if you have one of those cool piercing patterns, like Amy Tangerine or somebody else might have out there, that would work great. I'm going to go ahead and add one more to the center one. Okay, so I have 6 holes in the center and 6 holes on the outside. So I'm going to start with this top one, and I'm just going to go ahead, and I did put a knot. I know that when I do regular embroidery, I don't usually do a knot, but you know, I've done this for a little while, and you might not have and want that so that you don't have to, so you don't accidentally pull it through. This is really hard to do with my my thumb and the condition that it's in. But I thought, wow, I think this is really cool, and it looks so cool in the book. So what I did, I guess I'll do this again to show you. And I'm just going to use the same hole to go back down. Okay, sorry about that. I was talking instead of telling you what to do. Okay, so I'm going to come up through the center hole. I'm going to pull it through. I'm going to come around, and I am going to make a little, like a loop, okay? I'm going to come back. I'm holding this with my thumb. I'm going to come back, go back down in the hole that I came up, pull it through, put it through. Then I'm going to come, come to the outside hole that I've made, pull it through, and then allow it to pull through. So we have the little loop that makes like the flower petal. Okay, and then we're going to go back down that same hole. That's because I'm on paper. If I was on material, not as important to go down the same exact hole, just want to be in the general vicinity. And also, if I wasn't on paper, you can just go across like this and make your other space. But I'll tell you what, this is much easier having put the holes in ahead of time. I can tell you that. So I do recommend that. I did not do that for that first one that I made. Okay, so you just go around, you do this for all 6, and there we went through. So you want to be really careful not to pull your thing all the way through. Here, let's go ahead and pull that up a little. So make sure that you pull your loop tight before you pull your the end through. Okay. So, and this is rainbow thread, so we might end up it might change colors here pretty soon. Okay. So pull it tight, and then go through to the bottom. Okay, and stay tuned because I have something else to show you. This is almost done here. It's along this same line. I think that I think embroidery looks really, really nice in the junk journals, or in even in your scrapbooking and your paper crafts. It can just really be a nice touch. And you know, making your own embellishments, especially if you are trying to save money, or you have given yourself a, you know, what would be moratorium, you're not spending freeze, then you know, this is a way to be able to do something a little different. It doesn't take that much time, and really you could do this while you're watching something on TV, or you know, you're in the car. This needle is not real pointy. It's not sharp, so I'm not super worried about getting hurt with it. Okay, so now I have gone back and I've come up through the center. I have the beads. These are some of the beads that come in your kit. Let me see if I can find. Here we go. See if that has the blue. I want blue or yellow, just because it's pink. Oh, they're not in there. I didn't give myself any of the blue and yellow beads. So, but in your kit, you have little tiny blue and little tiny yellow beads. Yeah, I didn't give myself any. Okay, that's something I'm gonna have to remedy. So, you have little tiny blue and little tiny yellow, like this little pink bead. We'll just go ahead and it's like, where, really? You could put, you also got some of these that could go, but the bead was kind of cool. So we'll just go ahead and put the pink bead. What I did is I came up through the center, and then I'm going to go around. I've threaded through the bead. I'm going to go, and because I actually want the hole to show up, I don't want it to be closed like that. I want the hole to actually show up. So I'm holding the bead, pulling it through, and then I'm going to go through the center of the bead again. Okay, so I'm going to go through the center of the bead again and come out and go down. And that should hold the bead with the center of the bead up. Okay? Oh, wow, look what we did. Or look what I did. I totally tied off my my tag pieces in the back. See, now I'm going to cover this up so I don't have to look at it. But then we'll just go ahead and tie this off. So knot it. Knot it. I knot it again, and then I just go through a third time and cut it. Okay, so there I have the tag, and then what I did was I just came back, took the thread that I had left, threaded it through the hole, brought it up, and tied it in a bow. Okay, just to have a little bit more of the color to show up, because that's really, for me now, that's what it's about. There's plenty of white in this book. I want color. So you can double knot this, or you can add a tiny bit of glue so that your bow stays intact. And then I also will pull this and just do about 1 inch at the top. So that gave me another little tag for my junk journal. I'm going to go ahead and put my needle back in my kitty pin cushion, and I will probably just use scrap and cover the back of this, just because, you know, I don't want everybody to see my mess. So I wanted to show you one other thing. I don't want to knock these over, so we'll put those out of the way. And this is my embroidery bag. And I actually take this on car trips. I have a notepad in here to make designs if I want, and a pin that closes so that it doesn't leak in my thing. And then I have all kinds of colors of embroidery thread in there. And believe it or not, I have all those, and I still go, oh man, I wish I had. So I have to go and buy colors every once in a while. So this is a vintage pillowcase. It is actually a vintage pillowcase, and I have gone and started just doing my own embroidery on the pillowcase, and I'll be able to go and cut out little tiny squares from this pillowcase. So here I forgot to put the brown dot in the inside of that one, but I've done little, like the daisy patch like this. Here's a little border. Here's some rudbeckia, black-eyed Susans, some little daisies. This one, this I was actually working on in fall. Here's some more, and then I've done some little blue. And this is just in a car trip. Then I was like, okay, well, I want to do, I want to try something else. So I went around and I made this circle, and I just did it by this, so it's a little off. And then I came up with this pattern myself, and, you know, it's not done, and I'll continue it. But this I just take with me, and now I can come back and cut and use these on something. So like this, I might be able to cut these in a line and use that on a border. So I just wanted to show you that. That's my car embroidery kit. And it has this little thing, and it used to have more needles in there. I need to put a couple more needles in it, but that's where the needles live, just so that I have them. And there's a little tiny pair of scissors in here. Like I said, it's for the car, not for the airplane. So that is today's embellishment idea. And I mean, we could do this on a variety of the things. Like we could put flowers in these spaces and have this be a pocket or a decoration. I just think this will be kind of fun. And here we have two tags. So in your kit, you got this one. So I would go ahead and at least put a flower on this little one. And if you have some tags around, or you want to go ahead and trace this and make one, you can do that. And they would also be kind of cute on our tickets, because we have the tickets in the kit as well. So you could go ahead and put a flower on a ticket or two, just to decorate those and make them fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you're following along, please let me know. Find something to celebrate every day, and we'll celebrate, because the videos for this should all be done and up by the end of this weekend. So all the videos for the Spring Blossom junk journal start to done will be posted by Sunday night. And so if you've been waiting for them all to post to start, you can be prepared and ready to start then, or you can start this weekend, because it's only going to be the finishing touches that will go up on Saturday and Sunday. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe, and have an amazing day. Thank you. Bye.